Number 10. The professional tool tax. At the hardware store, you see two drills from the same company. The homeowner model is $80 and bright blue. The professional model is $200 and serious-looking black. Many assume the pro model is built with vastly superior parts. The reality is often less dramatic. Major tool companies like Stanley Black & Decker or TTI create different tiers. While pro-grade tools have some upgrades like brushless motors, many core components are shared across the lines, often from the same factories. A significant portion of that extra $120 is for two things: a more rigorous quality control process and the color of the plastic. To a contractor, showing up to a job site with the homeowner color can be seen as amateurish. They're buying the tool that signals they are a professional. For a DIYer hanging shelves, the $80 drill will perform the exact same job. You're not just buying a better motor, you're buying a status symbol for a construction site. Number 9. The pill paradox. You have a splitting headache. In the pharmacy, two bottles sit side by side: Advil in a bright box for $12 and store-brand ibuprofen in a boring box for $4. Your hand reaches for the Advil. A headache is no time to cheap out. Congratulations. You just paid an $8 tax for a marketing budget. Both bottles contain the exact same active ingredient, 200 milligrams of ibuprofen. Not similar, the identical chemical compound in the identical dose. By law, the FDA requires generic drugs to be bioequivalent to their name brand counterparts, meaning they have the same effect. In many cases, the branded and generic pills are literally made in the same factory. At the end of the line, some bottles get the Advil label, and others get the store brand label. Name brand companies argue you're paying for their R&D, which is true when a drug is new. But once the patent expires, the formula is public. When you buy brand name Advil or Zyrtec today, you aren't buying a better pill. You're voluntarily paying for homework that everyone else already copied. Number 8. The premium gas pump. You pull up to the pump and see three choices: regular, plus, and premium. The word premium sounds like a spa day for your car, and it's only 60 cents more per gallon. You grab the expensive nozzle, feeling like a responsible car owner. You're almost certainly just burning money. Unless your car specifically requires it, premium gasoline provides zero benefit. In any given area, all gas, from Shell to the no-name station on the corner, comes from the same regional refinery. It's the same base fuel. The only difference is the proprietary additive package each brand adds, but the EPA already mandates detergents in all gasoline to keep engines clean. The higher price on premium is for its higher octane rating. Octane isn't a measure of power or purity, it's a measure of resistance to engine knocking. High compression engines in sports cars need this. A regular engine in a Toyota Camry or Ford F-150 does not. Putting premium fuel in a regular car is like putting jet fuel in a lawnmower. It won't hurt it, but it's a complete waste. Number 7. The vodka void. In blind taste tests, experts consistently fail to distinguish cheap vodka from ultra-premium brands. Often, the most expensive bottle comes in last. There's a simple reason for this. Vodka, by legal definition, is a neutral spirit, without distinctive character, aroma, taste, or color. The entire point of distillation is to strip out impurities and flavors, leaving pure ethanol and water. The cheap brand does this. The expensive brand does this. They are both manufacturing flavorless alcohol. Premium brands justify their price with stories about their water source, their base ingredient, or how many times they filter it, even through diamonds. But distillation erases the character of the original ingredients, and after a few filtrations, you hit a point of diminishing returns. The story of Grey Goose is a famous example. The founder, Sidney Frank, admitted he didn't create a better vodka. He decided to create the world's most expensive vodka, and then built the French branding and frosted bottle to justify the price. He sold a story, and the bottle was the proof. Number 6. The mattress racket. You walk into a mattress store, soft lighting, quiet music, and 50 identical white rectangles named Cloudrest Pro or Slumber King 9000. The price is $3,000, but a massive sale makes it $1,500 today. You feel like you've won. You've been played. The two industry giants, Serta Simmons and Tempur Sealy, manufacture for dozens of brands. Crucially, they give unique model names to each retail chain. The Cloudrest Pro at one store is the exact same mattress as the Dreamweave Elite across the street. This makes price comparison impossible by design, forcing you to trust the salesperson. That original $3,000 price was never real. It's an anchor to make the sale price feel like a victory. The markup on mattresses can exceed 900%. A bed that costs $300 to make is listed at $2,800, then discounted to a price that's still a 500% profit margin. The most absurd part? A running theory suggests the high-margin, low-traffic nature of these stores makes them an ideal front for money laundering. It would explain why 3 of them can survive on the same block with 0 customers. Number 5. The popcorn conspiracy. A large popcorn at the movie theater costs $9. You could buy a box of microwave popcorn for half that, yielding 10 times the amount. Everyone knows it's a ripoff with a markup over 1,200%. But most people don't know why. You're not just being gouged, you're paying for the movie itself. When a blockbuster is released, the film studio can take up to 90% of the ticket revenue during the opening weeks. The theater, with enormous overhead costs, makes almost nothing from your ticket. Their actual business is selling concessions. That $9 popcorn and $7 soda are where the theater makes all of its profit. Without that insane markup, your local cinema would go out of business. The kernels cost pennies. The butter is a salty, oil-based topping engineered to make you thirsty, prompting you to buy the soda, which is also marked up over 1,000%. You walked in to see a movie, but you're actually the star customer in a restaurant that just happens to show films. Number 4. The Razor's Edge. A pack of 8 Gillette Fusion 5 razor cartridges costs around $30. The store brand equivalent, right next to it, costs about $8. People buy the expensive one, assuming they're paying for a superior shave. What they're actually paying for is one of the most profitable business models ever invented. The manufacturing cost of a single modern razor cartridge is estimated to be around 10 cents. Selling it for $3.75 is a markup of over 3,600%. For comparison, the markup on a diamond is typically 50% to 200%. Your disposable razor blade is one of the most aggressively marked up consumer goods on the planet. Gillette pioneered the razor and blades model: sell the handle for cheap and lock the customer into buying expensive proprietary refills. But here's the secret: the patents on most of Gillette's key technologies have expired. This means any other company can legally manufacture cartridges using the exact same designs. The generic brand isn't a cheap knockoff, it's often a direct copy of a previously patented multi-billion-dollar design. You're not paying for superior engineering, you're paying for a Super Bowl commercial. Number 3. The battery betrayal. You're in the checkout line and need AA batteries. The Duracell pack is $7. The Kirkland Signature pack is $3 for twice as many. You grab the Duracell, trusting the copper top. What you may not know is that for years, Duracell was literally manufacturing Kirkland batteries. Costco's CEO even confirmed it. You were paying a premium for a brand name and a bunny mascot. This is called private labeling. Big manufacturers like Duracell and Energizer have massive factories they need to run constantly. They produce more batteries than they can sell under their own name, so they sell the excess capacity to store brands like Kirkland or Amazon Basics. The batteries come off the exact same assembly line with the same chemistry. The only difference is the wrapper. Independent lab tests consistently show that while there can be a small performance gap in high-drain devices, for most uses like TV remotes, the difference is negligible. You're paying double for a tiny, often unnoticeable increase in lifespan. Number 2. The eyewear illusion. You pick up a pair of Ray-Bans for $180, Oakley's for $250, and Prada's for $500. You assume you're choosing between 3 competing companies. You're not. You're choosing between 3 logos stamped onto frames made by the same company, Luxottica. This Italian behemoth has a near-total monopoly. They don't just own Ray-Ban, Oakley, and licenses for Prada, Versace, and Chanel. They also own the stores that sell them, like Sunglass Hut and LensCrafters, and they own one of the largest U.S. vision insurance providers, iMed. Luxottica manufactures the glasses, controls the retail environment, and ensures the transaction. It's like if Ford owned the dealership, the gas station, and your car insurance. A typical pair of designer frames costs an estimated $10 to $20 to make. You are paying a 2,000% premium for a brand name. Because they control the market, there's no competitive pressure to lower prices. Number 1. The Wedding Tax Rent. A simple white folding chair for a backyard party, and it costs $2. Go to the same rental company and search for a white wedding folding chair, and the price magically jumps to $10. It's the same chair, often with the same stock photo. The only thing that changed was the word wedding. This is the wedding tax, an open secret in the events industry. From flowers to cakes to photographers, vendors often inflate prices the moment they hear that word. Why? Because they know you're not a rational consumer anymore. You're an emotional one, conditioned to believe this is the most important day of your life, and you're less likely to haggle. A bakery might quote $150 for a 3-tiered cake for a family reunion. Ask for the identical cake for a wedding, and the new quote is $700. Same flour, same frosting. The smartest advice for initial quotes is to never say the word wedding. Call it a family celebration or a large party. The price difference can be staggering. The industry knows that love makes people bad at math.